What's good, YouTube? It's your boy, Blue Blood Sports TV, back at y'all with another one. So, former three-division world champion, former unified lightweight world champion, Vasily High-Tech Lomachenko, superstar boxer, has stated that if he can't get a fight, a return fight, a rematch, and a do-over, a chance to rectify his loss to Teofimo Lopez, now undefeated, unified, lightweight world champion superstar boxer, who defeated him this past Saturday. He stated that he had the same sentiments going into the Teofimo Lopez fight when talked about possibly pulling out the fight from his father, his trainer, and his manager, Aegis, who advised him, according to them, that he shouldn't go into the fight, into the initial fight to begin with, prior to losing. That he should pull out because once he came to the States and started training and started preparing for the fight, he started experiencing pain, sharp pain in his shoulder. And Aegis, who is his trainer, and is one of his trainers, and his manager, and his father, and his trainer, and his manager, his dad, they advised him to pull out the fight and give it more time, according to Team Lomachenko and Vasily Lomachenko himself. And he told them that he has so much disdain for Teofimo Lopez that if they were able to postpone the fight, he would retire. And now he's saying that if he can't get an opportunity for a rematch to rectify the loss, he will possibly retire as well. Wow. This just goes to show that Vasily Lomachenko was listening to his own hype. As a professional athlete, absolutely you want to, bask in the glory of all your hard work and all your dedication. Absolutely, you want to be recognized for all the work you put in to be at the level that you are. Because Vasily Lomachenko, let's not get this wrong, he is definitely great. But the problem is Vasily Lomachenko is starting to believe he is above his peers. That's where the problem comes in. You must respect your peers. And not to say he don't respect them, but he started to believe that his skill set and his approach to the sport of boxing was so far superior to his peers that he didn't see himself losing. Not that you're supposed to see yourself losing. Not that I'm saying that you're supposed to see yourself losing, because you are supposed to see yourself winning every fight. Like the great Floyd Mayweather says, I can't see myself losing any fight anytime I'm stepping in the ring. I just can't, picture that. And so that's right? Rightfully so, because you put in all the hard work to be victorious. And so with that comes the fact that, your greatness is going to shine. But the problem comes in is where you think you're so far above and so far superior to your peers that you don't even recognize their skill set. And you get surprised when you step in the ring like you did, like if you're Lomachenko, and Teofimo Lopez's speed, Teofimo Lopez's power, Teofimo Lopez's skill set is able to keep up with yours, is able to match that of yours. And that surprised Vasily Lomachenko, that surprised Team Lomachenko. And so he thought, just like I initially stated, just like I initially thought, Vasily Lomachenko overlooked Teofimo Lopez. Because even if this was the case, that he was experiencing shoulder pain, he thought that his skill set was so far superior to Teofimo Lopez that he could get in there with a shoulder injury, tell the world once again. Now, mind you, he told the world going into this fight that this was the healthiest he's ever been in his career. Now, every boxer says that going into the fight. This is the greatest the best training camp I've ever had going into any fight. Every boxer says that before every single fight, if you just listen closely. Every single boxer says this going into every single fight. This is the greatest camp I had, in preparation for any fight. But the problem is, Teofimo Lopez, Vasily Lomachenko fight, they had an all access, in which Vasily Lomachenko, in that all access, stated and went into detail to go into past fights, such as the Luke Campbell fight, such as the Pedraza fight, such as the Jorge Linares fight, and he gave details of the injuries he had going into those fights, and he stated that this fight is not one of those fights. I have 0 injuries going into this fight for the first time in my career, and for the first time in a very long time. This is the first fight I'm going in 1,000% healthy, and I'm going to showcase every bit of it and dominate Teofimo Lopez. And now you're saying that, one report is saying that you injured your shoulder as soon as you touched down coming from the Ukraine into the United States to close up your training camp and head into the fight. You started experiencing sharp pain in your shoulder. Then another report is saying you started to feel the sharp pain and the injury occurred in the second round of the fight. And then another report is saying you injured it around the 6th, 7th round of the fight when you had to press the fight and press the action because you were so far down on the cards, so far behind on the cards that you knew you had to get, dare I say, desperate, or you was on the verge of getting shut out in this fight. And you, not to mention his size and his strength wasn't playing the part. It was more so his athletic ability, his speed, his reflexes, and his boxing ability that was dominating you in this fight. And it's completely surprised you, Vasily Lomachenko, and it completely surprised Vasily Lomachenko's team. And so with that, now you see that Vasily Lomachenko, if this is the case, he was completely overlooking Teofimo Lopez because he thought that this was the perfect matchup because everybody anticipated that Teofimo Lopez was too flat-footed and was just simply going to look for power punches in this fight. Teofimo Lopez and his father, Teofimo Lopez Sr., stated that we are going to go in there because we are versatile, and you forget, in the amateurs, we were a pure boxer. We were able to box. And so you forget that we even have this tool in our toolbox, right? This skill set. And we're going to outbox him. And Teofimo Lopez Jr. said, we're going to surprise him and we're going to outbox him and surprise the world. And that's just what they did, especially for the first 7 rounds. That Teofimo Lopez won the first 6, 7 rounds clearly. And so with that, like I stated, Vasily Lomachenko started to believe his own hype, went into the fight, if this was the case, with the injury, saying, I'm going to outbox him. Thus, the indication that they didn't truly like the matchup with Devin the Dream Haney, undefeated WBC lightweight world champion superstar boxer, who was his mandatory because he boxed on his toes. They thought that Teofimo Lopez, being flat-footed, was going to be an easier fight because Vasily Lomachenko has this quote-unquote matrix skill set in his toolbox, and he has the greatest footwork we've seen in the history of sport of boxing. He uses angles never seen before, if you let them tell it. Not even Muhammad Ali, Floyd Mayweather, Pernell Whitaker, Roy Jones, or Sugar Ray Leonard, not even Sugar Ray Robinson possessed this skill set. So that was completely wrong. Vasily Lomachenko and Team Lomachenko were completely wrong. Their assessment of Teofimo Lopez was completely wrong. And at the end of the day, they got exposed that he can't box going backwards. We saw no indications of a shoulder injury. Now, at what point did you see the shoulder injury, if the shoulder injury took place prior to the fight even taking place? We didn't see this when he was doing handstands in training, did you? You didn't see this when he was doing the reaction drills with the lights and reaching with both hands You didn't see no indications of shoulder injuries, did you? When he was shadow boxing, when he was playing tennis, when he was, sparring, when he was wrestling with his team, with members of his team, you didn't see indications of a shoulder injury or indications that they were even trying to be cautious of a shoulder injury or reoccurrence of a shoulder injury. Now, miraculously, he's stating that it was so bad that the team was ready to pull him from the fight altogether, and that he was indicated to his team if they did so, if they pulled the plug on his fight, he was going to retire. And now he's indicating, giving an indication that if he can't get the rematch because he has so much disdain for Teofimo Lopez, that he will retire. This is like I stated in my last video, this is a clear indication that VASILY Lomachenko simply cannot accept defeat, especially to a kid that's 23 years old, had only 15 fights like he did, and was thought of not having the same experience as he did, was able to outbox him, and he cannot accept it because he started to believe the hype that and the agenda that was built up, that he was unbeatable, that the fact that he lost to Orlando Salido, a journeyman with 12 losses and 2 draws, was just a fluke, and he started to believe his own hype. And when he got in there, he got surprised that there is a young kid that's 23, undefeated, only 15 fights, with only one big major fight against Richard Comey, was able to outbox you. So let's see how everything plays out. According to VASILY Lomachenko, retirement is a possibility, is an option. So drop a comment in the comment section. Let me know what y'all think. Y'all already know what it is. It's your boy Blue, Blue Blood Sports TV. Hate, like, comment, and subscribe. You haven't subscribed, hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, hit the bell icon to get all the new notification. Follow me on Instagram at Blue Blood Sports TV, all one word. Y'all already know what it is. Shout out to the entire LDBC. Shout out to New Media. Shout out to Black Media Raw. Make sure you like and share these videos. That's all I got for y'all. Peace.